Alright guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to be talking about dealing with haters and trolls. Now guys, as you guys are working hard to make your lives better, to improve yourself in one form or another in your life, mark my words, guaranteed, you're going to have haters. You're going to have enemies because of what you're doing for yourself. And when I say haters and enemies, I don't mean just random people that you've never met. I mean, you're going to get that too, don't get me wrong, especially if you become a public person. But I'm talking about people in your life. Some friends, family members, acquaintances, co-workers, you name it. Now, you may think that sounds very pessimistic or negative, especially if you are younger and you don't have a whole lot of life experience. But for those of you that do have a lot of life experience and a little along in life and age, you know what I'm talking about. So, as you are working hard to make your life better, believe me, it's going to piss some people off. Now, I did a video about this back in June and covering this particular subject, but it wasn't in detail as what I'm going to go into today. And obviously the channel has grown like 4 times in size since that time, so it's good to do a refresher here. Now, there's multiple different reasons why you're going to get haters and trolls in life and how to deal with them. But the first one I'm going to go into is purely jealousy. Pure, ugly human nature jealousy. And like I said, this can come not just from people you don't know, but also people, friends, family, co-workers, you name it. And so as you are working hard to improve yourself, the reason that is because by you working hard to make your life better, for a lot of these people that know you, that knew you before you started taking action to make yourself better, it's going to bother them because most people in life don't do shit with their lives, okay? For most people, they're just either scared shitless or lazy to take action to improve themselves, so they're just going to hate on you or anybody else that's doing it because it makes them feel better. So if, let's just say for argument's sake, most of your life you were overweight, and you decide one day, that's it, I'm going to join a gym, I'm going to get myself healthy, looking good, feeling good, and all that. And up until that point, the people you hung out with, your friends, it's very likely that they were probably overweight too, or just certainly not very healthy. Some of them may have a problem with the fact that all of a sudden you're not there to hang out, to go to happy hour every night after work or whatever happens to be, and you're at the gym most days of the week trying to lose the weight and get yourself in better shape. They're going to have a problem with that, okay? Don't expect them to cheer you on. You might have some, but the odds are some are going to have a major problem with that. Because frankly, the odds are, as the saying goes, birds of a feather flock together. So people tend to hang out with people that are kind of like them. So people that, if you ever noticed, that people that are usually overweight or in bad shape tend to hang out with people that are like that. On the other side, people that are in good shape, good health, into fitness, they tend to hang out with people, I'm talking the closer circle of friends, that are like that. People that are successful and have money and do well for themselves, they tend to hang out with people like that. And the opposite, people that usually aren't successful, don't have a whole lot of money, hang out with people in that group. The groups usually don't mix, okay? You could have acquaintances, but the really good friends, you know, you're going to hang out with people that are similar to you. So if you're there busting your ass, going to the gym either after work or before work, and you're not hanging out with them as much doing that, and when you are, instead of having the chicken nuggets or the junk food, you're eating a salad or something better, mark my words, the guys, or in this situation, if you're a woman watching this, the girls, they may have a problem with that because you are doing something to better yourself, and you're making them look bad because they're probably overweight. And by you doing this, you're rising up. Meanwhile, they're not doing shit. And you are like a big symbol, a sign of what could be done if they got off their ass and did something, but they're not doing anything. So it is much easier to hate on you and try to sabotage your progress and your success than doing something for themselves. So guys, this is why it's so important. I tell you all the time, be very careful who you choose as your circle of friends. You want to have people that are supportive of you and your goals, okay? If you hang out with people that are not supportive, you need to get them out of your life like that, because a lot of people in this life are not strong enough to push past that, okay? Past that criticism, that negativity, that manipulation that can go along with it, okay? And like I said, this doesn't just come from friends. It could also be family as well. I know this because I had a family member for years, a cousin that was always jealous of me and always making comments about different things. No joke. And he was way older than me. This went on, this wasn't just in childhood, this went way into adulthood, okay? He's not like that now, but it took a long, long time, and it was a pain in the ass. And it's a real-life example. And to give you an example, guys, to show what I'm talking about, if you ever saw the movie Rudy, came out like 30 years ago. It's the football movie. And really getting to the point here, in the movie, Rudy, this is the 1970s, he's a diehard Notre Dame football fan. And basically he's working in a factory. His life's really not going anywhere, but you know, and he's with his family all the time, and his best friend dies in an accident, and he decides he's going to go for his dreams and goals because his best friend died, and that motivated him. So he decides that he wants to eventually go to Notre Dame and be on the football team. And of course his family's like, yeah, whatever, dude. But his older brother was a real asshole. His older brother was always trashing him, giving him a hard time about his dreams. So Rudy goes off to a regular college to get his foot in the door, and eventually he gets accepted to Notre Dame. A huge thing for someone like him and his background, because in the beginning his dad said, you know, we're not college, we're not college people, you know, something like that. He gets to Notre Dame, and everybody's proud of him except his brother. His brother, again, is giving him shit, making him feel like crap, right? Because the brother isn't doing anything with his life, right? And eventually Rudy gets on the football team, and still his brother gives him a hard time about it, because he's like, well, I don't see you on the field playing when I watch, you know, on the weekend. Still. And eventually, at the end of the movie, he gets on the team, he gets to be actually on the field and has a play, and only then does his brother, you know, but every step of the way, his brother's giving him shit. Right? Now, I know this is just a movie, but it's a good example of what I'm talking about. So that's one area, the pure jealousy, and you can't let that get in your way. You can't let it derail what you want to do. So if that means you got to boot people out of your life, friends, family, whatever it happens to be, acquaintances, and not have anything to do with them, you got to do that, okay? Because you're going to have enemies. They're going to hate what you're trying to achieve because you're making yourself look better. And that could also be in areas if you're trying to make more money for yourself. If you're working hard to get a promotion and all of a sudden you're rising up, but the rest of your friends or family members are here and you're going here, and all of a sudden you got more money, so you can obviously buy a better house, car, all that. Some people may have a problem with that, and you can't let it get in your way. Another thing with regards to haters and trolls is going to be if you are putting yourself out there for standing up for something. If there's something that's really important to you and you're standing up for in a public sense, you're going to have enemies and haters, mark my words, because what you are standing up for, what you're talking about, is going to go completely against their values or their view of the world. And a perfect example of that is if you happen to put yourself on YouTube, like me, and you talk about a lot of things that people aren't comfortable with, and you're saying things that go against their views, you're going to have enemies. Guys, you know, I'm sure you've read the comments. I got plenty of enemies. I got plenty of haters. I got other channels, small, medium, and large, that made videos making fun of me, giving me a hard time, and all that. All right? See what I'm talking about? And how many people, their viewers from those channels, come over to my channel and give me a hard time in the comment section and say just some of the nastiest stuff possible. Has that stopped me? I'm still cranking out videos, 1-2 videos a day, and I'm not going to stop. And by the way, every time those dumbasses come to my channel and click on a video and comment, they're making me money. I make money off my haters. It's wonderful because it gives me a view on that video. They see a glimpse of a commercial. So I make money off my haters. It's wonderful. So bring it on. But the point is, guys, you're going to have enemies if you're standing up for something. You're going to have trolls, people trying to give you a hard time. You can't let it shake you. You can't let that derail you. I am super thick-skinned. It takes a lot to get on my nerves, you know. So, and you got to develop that thick skin too, okay? But you're going to have enemies, and you just have to accept that if you're going to go for what you want with regards in a public sense. And another area, guys, with regards to dealing with haters and all that, is that if you are doing something, there are people that in this world that just have these massive egos that they're the type of personalities where basically I call them know-it-all personalities. These are the type of people in this world, and I'm sure you've all known at least one person in your life, man or woman like this, where whatever it is, they're an expert on this, okay? Whatever subject it comes up in a conversation, they know more than you, or they know more than anybody else in the room. They have to make their opinions known. They can do it faster, cheaper. They're smarter than everybody, and they got to make everybody know this. But the reality is, people like this are deeply insecure, and they got to obviously overcompensate to make sure everybody knows just how smart they are, how great they are. When in reality, they're insecure little bitches that can't shut up. And people like this are usually the people that troll other people in a public spotlight. And as an example of this, I was having a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, and he has a YouTube channel as well. He's starting out, you know, and he gets trolls. And obviously it bugs him, and he showed me this, and he said basically he wanted to know my opinion on it, and I said, you know, don't react, don't respond, because these type of people, they want the response, they want you to fight, because that's all they got going for them, because their egos, they want the conflict and the drama. Don't get sucked into that, guys. Now, obviously, somebody is in your face giving you a hard time. That's a different ballgame. But if somebody's simply on social media or something like that just giving you shit, just block them and delete them. People come on my channel, and I have no problem with constructive criticism. That's fine with me. But if somebody comes on my channel and my videos and starts picking fights with other members of this community, or starts saying really nasty, insulting things towards me, I just delete the comment and I boot them off the channel. They can never come back again. Does that mean I can't handle the conflict? No. But I'm not going to deal with that drama. That's not why I'm here. I don't have time for that bullshit. I'm a busy guy. So guys, these are things that you're going to encounter in life if you are trying to improve yourself, you're standing up for something in a public sense, or anything like that. The haters and the trolls are going to happen. That's just how it is. Just human nature. But don't let that derail you. So if you are working hard for your goals or whatever they happen to be, keep on going. Do not let these motherfuckers get in your way of your dreams, okay? Because, and you think about this, anybody's in the public spotlight, a politician, a singer, an actor, you name it, whatever it is, anybody in the public spotlight always has enemies, no matter what. There is nothing you can do to stop that. You can't make everybody happy. Don't be a people pleaser. You don't have to be a jerk, but don't be going around trying to make everybody happy. You're just going to make yourself miserable, because it's never going to happen, okay? Do what you got to do. Own it, who you are. Go for your goals, put yourself out there, and just go for it, okay? Don't let these guys derail you. Anyhow, guys, I'm running late for an appointment, so I got to run. So be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this, and be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you next time.